Hi guys, Trisha here from Decisive Designs, coming to you with one of my college essay. So as a kid growing up in Jamaica, I always dread going back to school after summer holiday. Because the first thing the teacher would say when you go to English class is write an essay on your summer vacation. Now, in those days, I knew what vacation was because of English class, but I've never, um, what the verb that I'm looking for. I never used it. We never went on a vacation. So, what I always did was to myself do things in order to relate in class when I go back to school. All right. And of course, I always respect my English teacher. Even though I dread English, I was very, very nervous about English, knowing that my accent, in every state in America, there is something that tells someone where you're from, right? And the number one thing is accent. You don't even have to ask where you're from. You can hear it a lot of times. And a lot of times when you hear it, does it mean that someone don't have that higher education? Or does it mean that someone just kept their native speaking, right? So my accent and my English writing never had a problem until when I got to America. Because I never knew how to pronounce words in patois, like to mash it up. Wagwan, like they don't teach that in school. Yes, people. It's good to say wagwan. They don't teach that in school. Ariman, you don't hear that in class. Where you there? You nothing. When you go to English classes, English guys. So your parish or your city or your town, or in America they call it states. It really relates or tell people where you're from. So I was, known as Saint Thomas chat bad gal. Like I talk like them, but I didn't write like them. And when Facebook came about, yeah, I wanted to tell you this. When Facebook came about, listen, y'all, I did not know how to break it up in patois. And I'm like, how you spell it in patois again? Because sometimes I'm responding to a Jamaican slang. And I couldn't put this slang that I wanted to put on it because I didn't know how to spell it. So I said, you know what, Trish, you're gonna continue to write English because I'm like, some kind of like, people, please teach me how to write patois. So FYI, they don't teach patois in class there. It's genuine English and it's based from England. So when I come up here and I see program, and my program in my English class is two M's, American is one. So a lot of similarities and a lot of things are different, and I was able to differentiate the difference because I had my native land English. All right. So came to go to college. I got to go to college after I had all my experiences. But I went to technical business school here, guys. And that was wow. That I mashed it up. Well, it mashed me up my first what you call it, test. So I said, you know what? I'm either gonna drop out or get my money back or make sure I get my grades up. And I couldn't get my money back, guys. So so I made sure I get my grades up and I mashed it up. But anyways, after years of doing that, doing business school, I went back to college for English. Because did I have problems writing English? I'm gonna say no, but certain persons thought the different words, adjective, whatever wasn't the right ones. I don't know. But I said, I want to learn how to write American English. All right. So this is one of my English 101 essay. The topic was college and why now. And this was an early essay. This probably was the first or the second essay of my English class. The stigma that was once attached to an older student attending school with students half their age has been long severed. The National Center for Education Statistics data indicate that college enrollment of older students has gone to an all-time high and should grow steadily in the decades to come. So, you graduated high school over 20 years ago. You have invested uninterrupted time on your children to see them through school, and you now feel driven to live your dreams. In the words of George Eliot, it is never too late to be what you might have been. There is no time like the present to enroll in college. So I love quotes. That was the introduction. I love quotes. I love the way they make your writing feel. I feel like when you get um, when you get a quote that makes sense, that connects the dots of your story, it just irons it out really nicely. Um, and that was really a good one. I don't know how I do it. I find really, really good ones. So the second paragraph goes, education was always in my future, and now I get the chance to act on it. I want a college diploma so I can get a higher paying job, have a better career, live a happier and healthier life, and to act and to set examples for my children. Going to college helps you connect with different people, builds new interests, and helps you develop new skills. Being educated can help us build a better society by volunteering your time to research. Go to third world countries to help others develop a sense of purpose. So they know that you could achieve anything if you work hard at it. The Oxford Dictionary defines education as the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university. A body of knowledge, that's the first one. The second defines as a body of knowledge acquired while being educated and an enlightening experience. This tells us that education is the key to one's success and one can change the world with it. Bless you, Eli. So that's one. Um, That's one and two, introduction one and two to college. Why now?